So you guys are probably wondering why I'm making such a big deal about Pepsi here. I was telling you guys that the Pepsi really tried to increase its sales, and in 1992, around February to May, they ran this massive promotion, millions of pesos. Everybody was supposed to be making tons of cash. Well, here's what happened. A small little computer glitch happened, and they, by accident, instead of making 2 winners, they made 800,000 winners. So when everybody kind of woke up when they were announcing the big grand number, and the big number was number 349. And I would not suggest getting a house or apartment or a license plate with 349 in the Philippines. Anyway, what happened is over 400 to 500,000 people wanted to claim their prize. Pepsi says, oops. Everybody kind of woke up in the morning, thought their life was changed, it was amazing. And they kind of woke up and it's like, we made a little bit of an error. Well, what happened after that was litigation, lawsuits. Most of the Pepsi management had to leave the country, death threats. They were throwing Molotov cocktails, and actually a school teacher, her daughter, I think it was 5-year-old daughter, died. I'm looking for Pepsi, man. I'm looking for Pepsi.
Pepsi?
Yeah. Go over there. All right, thanks, man. Sorry. Thanks. So, anyway, Pepsi really effed up here, and it was not good. They ended up almost getting booted out of the country. They went to court, litigation, and in the end they actually didn't pay out. I think at one point they offered some compensation of about 20 bucks per cab, but number 349 was the bad one. And right after that they pretty much hired Madonna to try to bring back promotions. But she came out with Like a Prayer album, which insulted the religion here. And everybody was quite upset about that as well. So Pepsi just can't make a go over here, and that was quite serious. It was, you might not think that it was quite a serious thing, but there were riots in the streets. People were really, really upset. They were launching them at all the bottle factories. I mean, imagine that in North America, 500,000 people wake up and they think their life's changed and they won the lottery and they got, well, basically they got screwed. So not good at all. I'm going to go see if I can actually get a Pepsi in this country, or are they going to kick me out of the bloody store? See if anybody knows the story. I asked one guy, that Louis guy that was telling us about the pork, and all he says was Michael Jackson burned his hair, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, the last count was 487,000, and the lawsuits were pretty much thrown out about in 2006, so that's when it all ended. And actually there was people, kind of little venture capitalist guys, buying up this number 349, just, you know, from people, offering it to people, thinking that they could maybe sell it one day, or it would be worth something. Imagine that, huh? Imagine waking up, cracking open a bottle of Pepsi, your number's called, and the thing is, this contest took part, it wasn't just you flipped the cap up, you had to kind of get on a program at night, something like that, as these Filipinos, they just love their television. They still love their television because it's quite cheap to get TV transmitted to the home here. Not everybody has cable TV, but they would sit there, imagine that, sitting there with your number by the table, you know, not knowing really what the number is. They thought they won. Well, they had relatives, and the relatives had relatives, so everybody probably thought that was it. I can understand people being really pissed off. Anyway, let's find a bottle of Pepsi. Let's celebrate the number 349, the Pepsi promotion fever, and I'm glad this country managed to get over its wounds. Okay, hang on, I think we're coming near a place where I can get a Pepsi. She got cold Pepsi. So we're looking for that elusive Pepsi. Did we find it? smells chicken. Lots of chicken. They love their chicken here. And yes, we found some Pepsi here, I think. How are you? Can I have a Pepsi? Yeah. Is it cold? Is it cold though? Sorry. The bottle. Huh?
Is this for them?
No, it's for me. How much is that?
12.
12, there you go. I haven't had one of these in years.
I'm sorry?
I haven't had a Pepsi in years. But I was reading the history on Pepsi in the Philippines.
And then what's the history?
You guys had a competition in 1992 called the Pepsi Fever.
And then?
Everybody thought that they won with number 349. About 400,000 people thought they won the lottery. And it didn't happen. You don't remember?
No, I don't remember. I was elementary years.
Well, she doesn't remember. Oh, I'm getting harassed. Can I sit down there? Thanks.
This is my daughter.
Hello, daughter. How are you? Must be cool. Mom has her own shop, huh?
No.
So I'm here actually in Cebu telling the story of the
Oh my God.
Pepsi.
You got
And I'm here actually telling Filipinos the story about it. So in 1992,
Yes.
Pepsi was not doing very well, and Pepsi was competing against Coca-Cola. And Coca-Cola had 75% of the market
Yes.
of the pop market. And what happened is that Pepsi wanted more customers. So you know how they have the caps? Underneath the caps they would have these little numbers. And you take the numbers out, and on TV at night, Pepsi would announce a number. And some people win 100 pesos, some people win 200 pesos, 500 pesos, and then the big competition was at the end on the 25th of May. So Pepsi sales went up like 40%, just skyrocketed, okay? Millions of people, almost 30 million, a third of your population was taking part in this contest. There's only one number, but there's only two of them. Two of the big winning number for the grand prize of 1 million pesos, okay? So the number was 349.
349.
Yeah. Now what happened is Pepsi made a mistake. They printed 800,000 of the numbers.
Oh.
So on the 25th of May, everybody woke up and they're like, I won. So they phoned their mom and their brother, their sister, and I won. 500,000 people in Philippines.
They won.
They thought they won 1 million pesos, okay? Because the number 349 was drawn. But the problem is, there was only supposed to be two winners. And there was 500,000.
Yeah, that's this.
So what happened is, everybody went to the Pepsi, they were throwing Molotov cocktails, bombs, eventually had street riots, and it took up until 2006 for all of the court cases to end. But can you imagine that, waking up thinking that you, or watching TV thinking that you won 1 million pesos? It'd be terrible. So you never know that, and you sell Pepsi every day, huh? Yeah. Now you do know it, huh? The competition was called Pepsi Fever.
But yes, usually before I really don't Pepsi because
I haven't had one in 5 years, by the way, and the only reason I'm drinking this is to tell you guys a story. Talking to my subscribers. So tell me about the Philippines.
Philippines?
You want to hear? How long have you lived here for? My name's Alex by the name.
I am Terry.
Terry.
Yes.
Terry, and this is your niece?
Yes, Palang.
Pala?
Palang.
Palang?
Oh, Palang.
Pala.
Yeah. Palang.
Palang.
You call her Palang.
Palang.
Yes.
Palang.
Palaria.
And my name's Alex.
Yes, Alex.
She's out of school.
Yes.
So you helping Auntie work?
Yeah. Just only for now.
That's
and
good.
Tomorrow she will be going to my province.
So is everybody having lechon pork?
Yeah, lechon. Yeah,
Where's the best? I've never tried it. Where's the best place to try it?
Yeah, it's in Karkar. You have to try that one in my province.
How far is it from here?
I mean, it's 40 kilometers.
Wow, that's a long way to go for pork.
It's only 1 hour now.
Well, does everybody go out to a big pork party out there?
No, because most of them, they want to try that one.
What's different about it?
I don't know. because it's almost the same.
Okay. Do you know how to make it yourself?
No, I haven't.
No family, no secret family recipe for a generation?
I don't know because they love to try it, but I don't eat pork much, so I can't appreciate it.
Now tell me this, why do Filipinos like karaoke so much?
I am karaoke.
Yeah. Do you
because
sing?
they
You
want
I know,
to-
she sings, doesn't she?
No, she loves to sing.
Really? What's your favorite song?
Singing now. What's your favorite?
Bruno Mars?
Just for fun only. Just love them.
Do you want me to sing? You want me to sing?
No.
You don't want me to sing?
Okay, you sing.
What
You sing
song?
first.
You got to give me an old classic though.
Elvis, how about the...
Elvis, I heard Elvis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elvis Presley.
Okay.
Yeah. Be melody. Is that...
Wise men
Yeah, ako yan.
said only fools rush in, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. Your turn.
I don't know how to sing. Ikaw pala. Sige na ba?
Backstreet Boys?
Ha?
Do you know Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
You
oh,
are
baby, how
my-
I was supposed.
That's Britney.
I did not.
That's Britney. Britney's probably old for you, right? She's old lady for you now, isn't she?
Is it in a Backstreet Boys?
No. You are my fire, the one desire. When I
Oh,
say.
you're a good singer.
Okay. So where do I go to sing?
Ikaw pa lang. It's your turn pa lang.
Palang's up.
Pa lang. It's your turn.
It's up. You're up.
Sige.
7 up. You're up.
Free Pepsi.
Yeah. You get a free 7 Up and Pepsi. Your song.
Sige na. It's your turn pa lang. Just for fun. She's afraid. She's shy. You know.
You could just go. Well, I just sat with the owner and I had a Pepsi, and it was kind of nice actually. A very nice lady telling me about how things are in the Philippines. She's actually saying to me that things are improving, but it's a little bit difficult to survive with most of the minimum wage somewhere starting at about 350 pesos a day, which is about $7. And that's quite hard to get ahead on that. Let's see if we can cross the road without getting smoked here. So guys, that pretty much wraps it up for me down in Collins Street here. I did get that Pepsi. Everybody I talked to seems to not know what I'm talking about, but yes, it wreaked a bit of havoc in this place in the 1990s, that is for certain. This country is quite interesting. I mean, it was founded in 1543, and it was named after Las Alas Filipinas and Filipinas, and that is after the Philip II of Spain. So quite interesting history. A lot of Spanish influence down here. You can feel it. This is the old kind of vintage area here. It's kind of Collin area, or we'll call it the Carbon Market. A lot of old buildings, retro colors. I mean, it must have seen its heyday, boy. I mean, it must have seen its heyday. I'm gonna miss the little dogs here that just kind of own the streets of the Philippines. We're gonna head back to the hotel and just kind of basically get ready for hopefully karaoke. Let's go and see if we can find a barber down the street, shall we? That's gonna be my last thing that I can at least do here.